Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Ask AJ, and today it's with myself, Edward, and
Maria,
Masa, as we like to call her. So it's a bit wet and windy here today, I think you're out there, aren't you, on a shoot later?
Yeah, I think it's clearing up in Penrith Way.
Actually, it is a bit.
It is
Through
clearing
the
up.
skylight here, I can see a bit of sunny spells
Really?
coming, fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so today me and Maria are here to talk to you about, and I know it's a little bit of a way off, but it's not that far, getting your house ready for festive viewings. So Christmas was actually only 2 months yesterday to come. So I went to, if nobody's been, Barton Grange at the weekend, which is a fantastic garden centre near Garstang. And they've got out all their Christmas decorations and everything already. And I could see lots of people were buying and getting all like bits and bobs and ready and all that kind of thing.
Bit early.
It is a little bit, it's a bit early for me, but I think it's on people's minds.
Yeah, true.
But also as part of what's coming up, we've also got Halloween only just around the corner. So me and Maria thought we'd just have a quick chat with you today about what we would recommend and sort of some tips and ideas and suggestions for getting your house kind of ready for Christmas and Halloween and all the festive period, but also bearing in mind, if your house is on the market and you've potentially got viewings happening, or if you've got the lovely Maria or Victoria or Hannah coming out to actually do a photo shoot at your house, or if you're going on with a different agent or whatever you've got going on, just some sort of like little tips, just sort of bearing in mind viewings and saleability of your house. So, I mean, first, obviously, coming around the corner is Halloween. Scary time.
Scary time.
So scary. So the point being, probably don't want to scare people off.
Yeah.
Top tip. So basically, on that kind of concept, and I know we're kind of joking about it, you don't want to go overkill with any form of decoration or festive period, because you still want, if your house is on the market, you've got people coming for viewing, you still want those viewers to be able to see the house and the room. And not be too distracted by what else is going on and lights and pumpkins and webs and spiders, which would scare the life out of me, which we've actually seen a lot of spiders recently.
We have,
It's
unfortunately.
been scary times at selling houses.
Yeah. I suppose if you did want to have all your decorations out, or you've got kids and we know it's half term as well, they all get excited for it, you can plan around your viewings. So if you did have some viewings coming up, maybe just take away a few of the decorations, or have more of them out when there's not viewings taking place, so it doesn't distract from the house during the time.
It's a really good idea. And really, you could talk to your agent, about trying to avoid, like Maria said, if you have got kids, you're obviously going to want to do something and have some decorations out and that kind of thing. So maybe let's just avoid Halloween itself. It's only one day, but I know, and I've seen, particularly through Kendall, there's a lot of window decorations up for Halloween. But maybe, you could avoid those days, and let's just try and, book in a viewing for the week after. So potentially on that, try not to keep Halloween decorations up for too long post the day. But obviously have fun, get the kids enjoying and treating. You can even put out a little bowl of sweets.
For us and the viewers.
Which nice. We really appreciate. I don't know what your favourites are.
Anything,
any sweets, anything sugary,
chocolate.
we'll happily help ourselves to. So that's probably what we'd suggest with Halloween. So just kind of keep it either low key or sort of sync up with your agent about viewings. Just try and avoid that particular day when you've maybe got lots and lots of decorations out in your house. But the big one being Christmas, because obviously I know what I do. I put mine up on the 1st of December.
Some people do it at the end of November, to be honest, so it's
do.
not far away.
Yeah, I heard on the news, I think, like hotels and stuff, they're putting theirs up now.
Right.
To sort of maximise on the festive season. But that does mean, and again, like I said earlier, I can see people are out there buying things already. So if your house is on the market, or you're thinking of selling, or anything like that, potentially just think before you buy, or think before you plan to put anything up. So mainly, you want to keep everything obviously quite tasteful. So probably don't go too overkill with loads of different colours and
the lights on trees.
Yeah.
You get obviously they look really nice, and it's really nice to be festive. But if you get the colourful ones
it's like a strobe light.
Yeah. So you could change the setting on them for
Yeah.
viewings, things like that, just to not.
So if you're out buying Christmas tree lights, just maybe nice white,
Nice white
warm
ones.
white, or you can get those ones with the little buttons. and you can change it.
Yeah, so if they wanted them to flash when
Yeah.
they're not there, great, but I suppose they could change it to still or
Yeah.
small.
So if you have got
Dimmer.
lots of lights or whatever in your house, maybe again have a chat with your agent, or if it's ourselves, chat with Maria or anybody in the office about where like the controls are for your festive lighting.
Yeah, so if they're not there, we can turn them
Exactly.
on and change that. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
so you could do that. We were sort of umming and ahhing about Christmas trees, weren't we?
Yeah.
What would you recommend?
Well, obviously real trees, you know, you can't compare them to the fake trees, but
I
they're
think so.
do you call them pines? The
Pine needles.
Pine needles
Yeah.
come off quite regularly sometimes, so they
Keep that
can
moving,
look a
right?
bit messy. So obviously,
But the smell is lovely, isn't
yeah,
it?
and really inviting, especially for
Yeah.
a viewing. And families often like to envisage themselves in a home at Christmas, so it is a nice time of year to show people. But obviously, yeah, just keep it tidy if the pine needles fall off.
Yeah. We do hear that a lot, don't we? A lot of viewers, whatever time of year, they go into a house and they discuss, don't they, where they will put their Christmas tree. So it's actually like a really good time of year to get your buyers emotionally kind of fixed on what is a really special family time of year. So it's a great opportunity to really maximise on that emotional connection to a house. So to make it feel really special, have that amazing Christmas tree in, you know, a great spot in the house that they can then really picture themselves. So it's actually a really good opportunity to sell what is a special time of year. But yeah, I think I agree with Maria. I think a real tree creates a bit of impact. Yeah. But if you've got a fake one, absolutely fine. I've got a fake one.
I've got a fake one too.
We're not selling ours. But yeah, I think the smell and everything makes a lot of difference. Doesn't it? As you go in, and it looks quite special.
Absolutely.
But probably on the same subject of Christmas trees, probably having, you know, a fuchsia pink tree, which I have seen, or even like a black tree. It's just a bit. I get it. Everyone's got different tastes, but you know, you want people, you know, again, keep it neutral and tasteful.
It's just about not distracting, isn't it? And
Yeah.
just looking,
yeah.
nice.
So on the same sort of topic, so if you're out buying trees and all that kind of thing in the run-up to Christmas, just sort of think about not going overkill. So I had a viewing last year and they had a lot of Christmas trees around the house. It actually meant that you couldn't get into some of like the cupboards and open some of the doors. It was just quite tricky to try and get around the room. So obviously go for it and put out your decorations, but just think and plan ahead that, oh right, you know, if we put that there or, you know, that decoration there, we can still open the door and allow your viewers to see every part of the house. And then also we'd sort of suggest that, as we always do, as you've probably seen or heard on these Ask AJs about styling and what we do with work surfaces and that kind of thing, try not to over clutter any kind of worktops or sideboards or, you know, any kind of surfaces that you have, windowsills, that kind of thing, to again allow viewers not to be too distracted by all the various decoration things you've got around the house. So that's quite important.
Yeah, might make the room feel smaller as well if there's like really big decorations sort of everywhere as well. So
yeah, definitely.
Something to keep in mind.
Yeah. So I mean, they're the main kind of key points to think about. Obviously, have fun with it and you know, still get into the festive spirit. But it's just that kind of taking a second just to think it through. And obviously, if you want any more advice or to have a chat, or you're thinking of selling, or your house is on the market at the moment and you're thinking of getting things ready, just give us a ring. We can give advice and have a chat with you about what we'd recommend. And I think for, you know, say you were going out on a photo shoot itself, and it's, I don't know, December and they've got them up, what would we kind of recommend? Would we do anything different?
What if they've already got their decorations up on the shoot? Well, like you say, if it does look a little bit too much, or there's a few too many colours around, or a few too many decorations around the house, we would just say, you know, maybe either take them down for the viewings, or maybe just take them down for the shoot as well, and for the pictures we wouldn't get them all in, but we don't generally take the pictures of the Christmas trees, do we?
Or probably another thing you could do is just choose one room in the house, so it's like to be like your living room, I guess, and go all out in there and, you know, have all your decorations out and really enjoy that, or even again for Halloween. But then maybe try and keep the rest of the house a little bit less festive, particularly if you're having your photo shoot done. So then we can really, you know, plough on with all the other rooms and photograph that, so it's not seasonalised by Christmas. Some people out there I know would be looking to get all the marketing done and photography done now, but you might choose to actually sell in the spring, just depending on what happens and your plans and things like that. So you don't want all your images you know, to be seasonalised by Christmas. So by just choosing one room, we can photograph all the others quite easily, keeps it quite neutral, and then the team can sort of move or take a few things out of the one room that you've chosen, and then just put things back when they're finished. And that's a good idea, I think. Yeah, super. Okay, so there are tips in planning ahead for festive viewings. But if nothing else, have a fantastic Halloween, and I'm sure we'll be speaking much more about Christmas much nearer the time.
We will.
Okay, see you next week.
Bye.